SDK.finance. To create a new bank in the system, the user should authorize as an administrator or any other service user with the appropriate permissions. To create a new bank, the user should call the following API. In the request body, they need to specify the bank name, SWIFT, BIC, and address information. Once this API is called, a new bank will be added to the system. It is also possible to view the list of all banks added to the system by calling this API, which will return a list of all existing banks. As you can see, the bank we added in the previous step is also present in this list. You can also view the details of a specific bank by calling another API. Here is this API. You should provide the bank ID as the path variable, and in the response, you will see the detailed information about that specific bank. It is also possible to update bank information by passing the bank ID. For this, the following API is used. As in the previous step, you should provide the bank ID as a path variable, and in the request body you should include the fields you want to update. For example, if you want to update the city, address, and zip code, you enter the updated values and call this API to apply the changes. The bank information has been successfully updated, and you can confirm this by calling the API that retrieves bank details. It is also possible to validate an IBAN in the system. To do this, you need to call this API and provide the IBAN you want to validate in the request body. Depending on whether the IBAN is valid, the API will return a response indicating IBAN is valid, true or false. In this case, the IBAN is valid. If you provide an invalid IBAN, the response will return false. It is also possible to generate IBANs in the system. To do that, you need to provide the ID of the bank for which you want to generate the IBAN and pass it as a path variable. We will use the bank created in the previous steps, pass its ID in the path variable, and generate a valid IBAN for it. After calling this API, you will see that a new IBAN has been successfully generated and is present in the response. Finally, it is also possible to delete a bank if you no longer want it in the system. To do this, you should call this API. As with other APIs, you must pass the bank ID of the bank you want to delete as a path variable. After a successful response, if you check the list of existing banks, you will see that the bank has been removed from the API response, meaning it was deleted from the system and no more IBANs can be generated for it.